Hey guys, this Crypto Mary. She does it all, a little bit of everything. I'm going to read this story for you about Jalen Rose on Phil Jackson. He said Phil Jackson made millions of dollar off the back of the greatest black athletes. And to me, when I saw the title, I'm like, and what's the deal? Because the man had a job to do. He did his job. He also helped the greatest basketball player to make it to the final. So he get paid for what he did, his job. So I don't understand what his take on that. So together we're gonna read this to see what his takes and why he feels like it's a problem for Phil Jackson to make that kind of money by teaching black players. To me, it's not a big deal. The man was paid to do a job. And I have heard him speaking on his players and his players about him that he was the greatest coach ever. Come Pat Riley. After him, Pat Riley. So I don't see the problem. Let's read together to find out what is his takes or how he feels about it. Rose employed Jackson to stay away from watching the sport. You are sitting there watching games with your grandkids and you think it's funny when justice pass the ball to equal opportunity, Rose asked. When somebody shows you who you are, believe them. So stop watching forever. Via New York Post, April 24, 2023. Does he have a problem with Phil Jackson, I think? Because the way it's going, I don't think he likes the man. Let me see what's going on here. I think he has a problem with the guy. Mike Curtis, hashtag Piston owner Tom Goss is here for the home final. He's sitting next to Jalen Rose. Twitter, whatever. Jamora said that he doesn't condone any type of violence during an ESPN sit-down Wednesday, just hours after he was temporarily suspended by the NBA for waving in a gun around at a strip club. Wait, I saw him playing the other night, and he did an amazing job with LeBron James. At the end, the Lakers won, but the Grizzlies, they put a game down. I watched the highlights, guys. I saw it, and it was amazing. Oh, God, let's see. It's not who am I. I don't condone any type of violence, but I've taken responsibility for my actions. The embattled Grizzlies star told NBA analyst and post-columnist Jalen Rose on ESPN NBA Countdown. I put myself in a bad position, he said via New York Post, March 16, 2023. Phil Jackson on Dennis Rodman. I don't know if anybody rebounds at the level he rebounds, even today in this sport, with guys that are, whatever. I think the best height for basketball, like 6'10", I think 7 feet is a little bit too tall. But he's not 6'10", he's 6'8". No, not even that, 6'6", but he knows where the ball is gonna go. He knows trajectory. He knows where it's going to go. Perpendicular to the floor, diving the ball like this, and he's got the ball in his hand. He's ready to get it out, throw it, but he's perpendicular, like laid out slightly. He spent a lot of time on the floor, a lot of time getting knocked down and banged around. Loved it. He just loved it, like a rubber ball bouncing up and down. Is that a conversation they were having? Let me see. This one seems like they were having a conversation. Let me see. Rick Rubin, what goes into a miraculous shot? Phil Jackson. Well, I think the impossibility of the situation, the one that Michael made finish out the last dance, that was all programmed. They scored with 40 seconds to go, They were by 3 points. I called the timeout and I said, we're gonna do this and you are gonna have this opportunity, but I know the coach is not going to call a timeout for the other team. They'll do the same thing that you guys know. You'll run a post play inside, cross pick by the guard Michael. You come back and steal a ball from Malone right there, and we'll go down. We are on the same situation, but whatever you just make an adjustment on no timeout, you won't see that ever in this day and age. Okay, it looks like they're having a conversation here. I want to see what Jalen Rose got to say about the man making so much money. Do you have a problem with that? Let's see what's going on here. To me, when I watch Phil Jackson, I even asked my son to Google his background. I thought he was mixed, black with white. Because some of them mix, they don't have a identity. He used to keep his hair really low, short cut. And some brothers are so light-skinned you don't know who are they. So I didn't think it was a problem. So I thought he was one of us. I thought he was a mixed guy. Okay, let me see what Jalen Rose has to say. A top ESPN NBA analyst has condemned remarks from 11-time championship coach Phil Jackson, who slammed the league's social justice initiative. In a commentary posted to Twitter, ESPN Jalen Rose blasted Jackson for saying that he no longer watched the NBA because he feels it has gotten too political. That's what he's responding to. You see, that's why I wanted to go back to see what the story is about. For Jalen to say something like that, something had to bother in him, because he used to play also. They even had social justice slogan on the floor, on the baseline. Jackson said in a recent interview on the Tetragrammaton podcast. Jesus, what a name to give a podcast. I can't even read the thing, man. Tetragrammaton podcast. It was trying to cater to an audience or trying to bring a certain audience into play. And they didn't know it was turning out other people off. People want to see sports as a non-political. Guys, if you're hearing some kind of noise in the background, school is out and kids home now and they are making a lot of noise. Please forgive me. I have work to do and they have life to live. They have no worry, no concerns. They have to be kids. So please forgive me ahead of time, okay? Rose slammed the famed coach comments. You can't make this up, Rose said. He added, the same Phil Jackson that won championships with some of the greatest black athletes in the history of the game, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, made millions on their backs and off their sweat equity. The ESPN analysts call out Jackson for mocking the NBA for players wearing social justice messages such as justice and equal opportunity on the back of their jerseys instead of their names. They had things on their back like justice, and a funny things happened. Jackson said, like justice went to basket and equal opportunity knocked him down. Some of my grandkids thought it was pretty funny to play up those names. I couldn't watch that. You are sitting there watching the game with your grandkids, and you will think it's funny when justice passed the ball to equal opportunity. Was said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. I've heard that saying a lot. So Rose is angry, mad because of the comment that Phil Jackson no longer watched the game because of the political things going on. How do you feel? Do you think Phil is right for not watching? And do you think Rose is right for knocking him out? For at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion, and you are allowed to express yourself. It doesn't matter how people feel. This is how you feel. It is what it is. This is America at the end of the day. You can express yourself freely. Subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Bye.